Hi, and welcome to another episode of Walking the Path. Every week I'm walking a different path in life and sharing some thoughts. Today I've gone back to my roots and I'm visiting my relatives, my sister and cousins on Hampstead Heath Fun Fair. I grew up in this life, born into the travelling fun fair life, and over the years I've talked about it and people have often asked me how it is and what was the main thing when I was young. Being here today has triggered a lot of memories for me, and one of the things that really stands out is what a great sense of community it is in this life. And my sister's here, all of her children are here, they're all open with their amusements. It very much teaches you to be independent. It's not the type of life where you're going to have a 9-to-5 job. It's a self-employed existence. Like a lot of close-knit communities, it can be quite insular, and they don't always take well to outsiders. I saw both sides of the life growing up, because I would go with my father with all of his fun fair equipment to the seaside, and we'd open up for the tourist trade for 4 months each year, so I always saw both sides. But I regarded myself as a traveller, and always, if you ask me, who are you, Brian, I would have said, oh, I'm a traveller, I'm a fun fair boy. We continue with the fun fairs and my pattern of different homes each year, one at the seaside, one here at the fairs, until I was 19. And then at 19 I opened a disco, and of course that was all year round business, and so we gave up the fun fairs at that point and I went into running the disco full time. Of course the beliefs that I grew up with on the fun fair continued. I didn't realise I was living from those beliefs. Most people don't realise they're living from their beliefs until they start to question themselves. You can take the boy out of the fun fair, but you can't necessarily take the fun fair out of the boy. It was only when I was around 31, 32 and found personal development that I went to a personal development workshop that was all about beliefs. And the game that I was asked to play in the workshop was to pair up with someone else and for 2 minutes to say, growing up I always heard. And as I talked, and I talked about all the things I heard growing up, of course out started to come my beliefs. And it was a little bit of a shock to me in some ways that I'd picked up all of these different beliefs by growing up on the fun fair, and even though that part of my life was in the past and I'd moved on from it, I was still living from the same beliefs. It became the beginning of my conscious journey, and my conscious journey in life was really one of choosing the beliefs that I wanted to live from, thinking through what type of life do I desire and what type of beliefs are really going to support and serve me to live that life. If we don't raise our awareness, if we don't question ourselves, then we really don't know what our beliefs are, and we're living by and large at an unconscious level. As soon as we start to question ourselves and we start to learn some of the psychology about how we are the way that we are, then we start to choose consciously our beliefs. Any belief you have is simply the established connection between two or more brain cells. When you have a thought, the brain cells start to join together, but they break apart again. If you repeat the same thought over a number of times and you accept it as being true because you see evidence of it around you, then the brain cell connection becomes established, and that's what forms a belief. And at first it's weak, it's just an opinion, and then it grows stronger into a full belief, and then on to conviction. It becomes a constant command to your subconscious about who you are, what you like, what you do, and of course the path you travel in life. And I chose a conscious path of living from personal development and teaching it to as many others as I could. As I changed my beliefs, so my life changed, and so it improved. Setting goals helps you to hold on to, remember and strengthen those brain cell connections and form those beliefs that serve you the fullest in living the life and walking the path that is your choice. So my friends, question yourselves a little, know what your own beliefs are, and ask whether they are serving you to walk the path and live the life that you wish for yourself. And if they are, just continue. And if they're not, then choose some new beliefs. By questioning your old ones, you start to break apart the brain cell connection, and by focusing on who you choose to be, you strengthen and form the new ones that support you in living the way that you wish. Until next week, see you again soon when I'll be on a new path, sharing a new thought about life. Bye for now.